Welcome to another video tutorial. In today's tutorial we will discussing how to identify overload causes on a WordPress site and how to resolve it. If you have such error on your website, and it is showing up on both your front end and back end of your WordPress website, the chances are that your website is overloaded. And you have to take critical measures to resolve this. Overloaded website shows a lot of errors ranging from error 504 server error. Then the server error like this site cannot be reached error sign. Sometimes the website displays even this site is under maintenance as it loads up the requested. This can be very frustrating both visitors and website owners alike. Don't worry, we are here to identify the causes of this website overload and resolve them. Just before we continue, please take a moment to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here and enable the notification button to get future video uploads from us. It will encourage us to make more videos like this. Now, let us get to it. The first thing to do when checking for what is making your WordPress site overloaded is to check the server resource on the control panel, also known as your cPanel. When you go to your cPanel, you should see a summary of the server resources on the right-hand side of the admin dashboard. Here you can see how far along your CPU has been used up, the RAM space and usage, and how many I/O are currently running. If you are using WordPress CMS, the chances are that bots and visitors will be frequently crawling your website. Hence, you should see this effect easily. The next thing to do on this list is to check the real traffic on your website. Most times, checking for real visitors on your WordPress site may be difficult. However, you can find this out yourself by painstakingly going through your cPanel. Due to the many plugins and third-party installations due to use of WordPress CMS, you will see visitors' traffic. Many of these visits are simply bots crawling your website. But if you look closely, you can identify real visitors by the page or post their access. As shown here, you can see that this is a real visitor because of the page they viewed, whereas this is a plugin bot that crawled the website. Next, check your installed plugins and analyze them. Most often, the main cause of a WordPress site overload and resource usage is the number of plugins installed on the website itself. I have listed out a number of plugins that are heavy to run on a website in the description link below. Plugins like Jetpack, although seeming vital, are quite heavy, and you should try to avoid them if you can. Also, if you are using Elementor as a website designer, it is also wise to always review some of our actions. I learned this the hard way. The mistake most beginners make when starting off on WordPress is to try to add as many plugins as they feel are necessary. Especially when you are on a shared server space and just starting off. You need to analyze your plugins. If you can do without them, then don't use them. Also, you can look for a lighter version of a plugin that can do the same job without using up your server resources. Last but not least, remember to always update your plugins, or just simply enable auto-update for them all. Check and optimize your database queries. This is a bit technical for someone who is using WordPress site. But your database also determines how your resources are being used up. There is an easier way, which is through the use of plugins. Check the link in the description below on a free download of such plugins. Then there is the hardware, when you have to write PHP programming language code. Both ways works, provided you know what you are doing. Just ensure you don't break your website at the end of it. is the issue of third-party integrations and APIs on your WordPress website. If you are using the WooCommerce plugin, you are running an online shop and you have to install third-party payment gateways like PayPal, Paystack, and others. There is a possibility that the website may be affected by this. Your API integration into your WordPress website also comes as another factor you'll have to consider when checking for overloaded causes on your website. You need to check if caching is enabled on your WordPress site or not. It is very important to have this enabled on your website. You can use some free caching plugins, like the W3 Total Cache plugin or my personal favorite, the wpbeginner cache plugin. Both of these caching plugin will get the job done for you. And you can further configure them to do a lot of awesome jobs for you. You can do image optimization and lazy loading with the wpbeginner cache plugin. There is another thing to consider as a last resort: reevaluate your hosting service. Most often, when you have done all these checks and your website keeps getting overloaded, the problem could be with your server. Hence, you need to contact your hosting company. You need to show them the problem you are having and have them evaluate it from their own end. Some shared server plans are just plain outright the worst. If someone else is doing something that is using a lot of resources on the same server as yours, it could be overloading your WordPress site. I have gone from Hogahost shared hosting to Namecheap shared hosting, and now I do business with Bluehost. If you are getting much traffic and you are using Namecheap sharing hosting plan, I would recommend you go for the Stellar Business plan, as it is proven to work for most people that I know. Also, Hostinger is one of the best domain and hosting companies out there. I use them for my website too. It will be cool to check them out. When you have judiciously done all of these, as explained in this video tutorial, I am pretty sure your problem will be fixed. If it does, smash the like button and leave us a comment below. Thank you for watching, and do have a good one. See you on the next video.